So I just watched a show called Devil May Cry, a new Japanese mango on Netflix. Everyone on the internet was talking about how great it was, so I said, why the hell not? I'll watch the damn thing. After watching it for the first time, I thought, hey, that's pretty good. But after thinking about it a little more, I realized that Devilman Crybaby is nothing more than edgy, hot topic bullshit! This show is full of the most horrific stuff imaginable. It's got murder, rape, cannibalism, incest, prejudice, genocide, necrophilia, modern-day political allegories, and worst of all, Rapanese!
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Now, simply incorporating these elements into a story is just fine. The problem with deviled eggs is that these different plot points barely correlate to one another. One moment, they're at a track meet, and the next moment, soldiers are shooting people in the streets! It's like the show was written as an original character tournament on DeviantArt. It's like watching a bunch of 14-year-old wannabe writers competing in a How Edgy Can You Get competition. It's just sad. But Chimpanzee, you did a review of the Punisher series, another edgy, angst-ridden show. Don't you think you're being a little hypocritical? I agree that the Punisher was a bit edgy, but it had a tightly knit story with consistent themes, and it left no stone unturned. The problem with Devil Boy Crybaby is that it bites off more than it can chew. At the beginning of the story, I was thinking, how did Ryo know that Akira would be possessed by a Mon? How did Ryo become a wealthy, influential dude with all of these resources? And what is Miki's purpose as a character? And by the end, I still don't know the answer to these fundamental questions! So what's the plot? Devilman Tries Rabies is about a super bitter cuckboy Akira, who takes steroids at a party and becomes an alpha dad lord. He goes around killing squids and fucking bird people until the world gets thrown out of balance and all hell breaks loose, literally. There are so many things in this show that make no sense. For one, demons are supposed to be a big secret in this world, but we learn that there are these parties that people go to, and it's apparently a known thing that demons show up there. We also see that people take pictures at these parties, and that dozens of people die there. How is the existence of demons not public knowledge? They are the worst kept secret I've ever heard of! The people at those parties might have been high, but there are so many eyewitnesses. And okay, for purposes of discussion, let's say that everyone at those parties were either blackout drunk or murdered by the end of the night. Even then, you have Akira flying around the city, killing monsters! Are you seriously expecting me to believe that nobody noticed that 10-foot-tall bat flying around? Sorry, I don't buy that! The stupidest plot line in the show is about a relay race, which serves as a very ill-suited metaphor for, something that happens later. This theme of passing the baton is extremely forced, and makes no sense! They don't even finish the race in the first half of the story, and they don't finish it in the second half either. In fact, there is no reason to have a metaphor about passing the baton at all, since Akira is the only character who actually does anything of importance throughout the whole series. What exactly did any of the characters pass on to him? Also, this show is super unrealistic. I mean, look at the way the characters run. Anyone who has ever taken a physics class knows that flapping your arms around like that would just make you slower. Not to mention that the art is just plain awful. It was an eyesore all the way through. The animation was fluid, yes, but at the expense of making everything look like shit. Did the character designer ever learn how to shade a character? The show also tries to fetishize this bird lady by having her fetishize Devilman Crybaby here. Is the target audience for this show furries or birdies? Oh yeah, and this show is condescending towards human beings. They keep saying how weak and stupid humans are, and then show them blowing each other up for no reason. Humans would never do that in the real world. Demon Man Fly Lady shows compassion and empathy to be human traits, while cruelty and Darwinian survival instinct to be demonic traits. It has the hero exhibit extreme empathy, and the villain display psychopathic tendencies. This is just wrong! What the show ignores until the halfway point is that humans are more often creatures devoid of empathy, or at least the cool ones anyway. The one redeeming aspect of the show is how realistic the final message of the story is. Instead of having the compassionate side win, they have it lose over and over again. Even the villain loses when he starts to become empathetic towards others. So, the moral of the story is that everyone should be a psychopath, because psychopaths win in the end. This is true. Psychopaths will always win because they have no empathy or attachments, so there's no way you can get to them. I am impressed that the writers acknowledge this fact in the real world, but it still can't save the rest of the show. This show was hot garbage. I give it a 7 out of 10. Hey there. Thank you for watching this video. If you made it all the way to this point, I sincerely apologize. But if you liked this video, I would recommend checking out the Mumpky Jones YouTube channel. It's a pretty funny satirical review channel, and this video is supposed to be sort of an homage to that style, the style that Mumpky Jones has. Yeah, so definitely check that out. I've linked to his channel in the description. And yeah, have a great day. Feel free to subscribe and watch a previous video. Have a good one. Bye-bye.